Yo, did Quopi just run off with the bag? Let's dive into this thing and see exactly what's going on. What's up, good people? This is Anthony Deloach, and I'm back with another crypto investing review and tutorial. And today, guys, we're going over Quopi. Now, you guys see exactly what's on the screen. This is what everybody is getting right now. Let's talk about this thing. Now, before I jump right into it, I do want you to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I drop a new crypto investing review or tutorial. Now, you guys, you got to get into the game plan to 100 grand group because we've been talking about this all morning since about like 4 a.m. I think I got up at like 8 and started talking. I don't get up that early. But I want to tell you guys that it's been a lot going on. We want to talk about it here. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Man, you guys see 502 error, bad gateway. That's an error. That's what it says. Looks like we have an invalid response to the upstream server. That's all we know. Now, guys, when we get 404, 502, or any of those 3-digit number errors, that does not look good. It's not a good thing for us, right? Most of the times, this is the dead screen of death. This is the last thing that we see of a platform. Now, will this be the last thing of Quopi? It very well could be, right? Now, I want to tell you that they did post something in their Telegram, and they wanted to explain what was going on. I'm going to read. You decide what you think is going on here, but I'm going to give you my opinion as always, right? But here it is. Platform security update. Dear users, we're deeply concerned to inform you of a recent security breach affecting our platform. Our hosting infrastructure was compromised by our provider, DDoS Guard. Breach of trust. Our trust in DDoS Guard has been violated as they were responsible for the breach. Immediate action. We're prioritizing platform restoration and will release pending withdrawals. Transition to new provider. Due to this incident, we are changing our hosting provider to enhance security. Your trust is vital to us, and we're dedicated to resolving this issue. Thank you for your patience. This is the message. This is the last one, to my knowledge, as of the recording of this video, that they have placed in the Telegram group. Yes, I put it in the Google document so I could blow it up so you guys could see it. I didn't want to try to get you to squinch at some little Telegram screen. All right. So I put this up here so everybody can see it, just in case you guys aren't in the Telegram chat, just in case you guys aren't in game plan to 100 grand, which I don't know why you wouldn't be in there. We've already hit 1,000 subscribers as of today into the game plan to 100 grand group. We are growing like crazy. You got to get up in there, right? So let me tell you guys this, right? I looked at this and I said, man, that's some crazy stuff going on. Now, this on its own wouldn't be as alarming, but the fact that as of yesterday, we started having withdrawal issues, right? So now there's issues with withdrawals, and then we turn around, now there is a security breach. Now, we've seen platforms come up with security breaches before. It sounds familiar, doesn't it, right? So I want to tell you that these platforms will come up with this as an excuse to run off with the bag. And this could very well much be what Quopi is doing, but I don't know. There are some things that I like that they're doing, right? So one of the things is that they are still responding in their support chat. They are still responding. If they were running off with the bag, they probably wouldn't be responding, right? Here's the next thing, right? That is pretty good. They kept the group up. There's like over 15,000 members in the Telegram official group, and it's growing. It was like 14,000 people in there yesterday, 14,000 some change. Today is 15,000. I guess people are running to the group now because the platform is having issues, but they kept the group up. They could have very easily took the group down and just moved on, right? So that's another thing. I'm not saying these are guarantees that they're coming back. I'm just saying there's some stuff that looks like it's a possibility, a hint of a possibility, right? That they could come back. So let's talk about this. The other thing is, if you go to the roadmap, which is on the Quopi AI domain name, the roadmap is still there. It's not gone anywhere. It looks like it's just the main access to the platform that is not there, that we cannot get to. So that is there. Now, the other thing, now this is on a different domain, the Quopi.shop, the shop that they released the merchandise that you can purchase. this is still available. They didn't take that down. That's still available for us, right? Then there was also some talk about DDoS Guard, and they're not the most reputable company either. I was doing a little bit of research, and you can do a search for DDoS Guard. It's a Russian company, and they're known to, I think, some of the stuff is they host scammer sites. They've been known in some controversial stuff, things like that. You can actually look up that stuff for yourself. So there could be some validity to what Quopi is saying, but we just don't know, guys. Here's what I want to tell you right now. If you have been in Quopi for more than 30 days, well over, I'm going to say 30, 45 days. Let's give it 45. If you've been in Quopi for 45 days, you should be in full profit. You guys know that there's some particular guidelines that I like to tell everybody that is a good idea to look at, right? Now, I'm not telling you that these guidelines are absolutely foolproof, but what I am telling you is that these guidelines can help you, and it has helped me become more successful in this space, right? Now, you're probably wondering, Anthony, what are some of those guidelines? Let me get them pulled up for you here so I can go directly to these guidelines. Here it is. Here's my guidelines, guys. These are directly from me. I came up with this, right? Only deposit what you are willing to risk. That means risk capital, okay? There is a risk with everything. Ask yourself, are you willing to take on the risk for the potential reward? If you aren't willing to risk anything, don't deposit anything. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing, mitigate your risk by withdrawing the equivalent of your initial deposit as soon as possible. Get your initial capital out. So if you were in Quopi for about 45 days, you would have completed a full 30-day stake, and you would have been able to withdraw your initial capital, and you could have been withdrawing your profit the entire time. Okay, so you would have been well into profit mode. Now, it would have been just as easy for you to go back in with only your profit and then play with what we call house money. That way, you're not at a loss if something happens with the platform. All right. Now, here's the next thing: diversify. One stream of passive income is too close to none. Whenever possible, use your profits from current projects to fund new projects. Right. That's one thing that you want to do. Does it work all the time? Absolutely no. There's nothing that works all the time. You don't even work all the time, I promise. Right? So I want to tell you guys that is how that works. Now, the next thing is to have goals and a strategy. Don't just leave it up to chance. What is your goal? What is your strategy? To try to become successful. Take ownership. Never blame anyone else. You make your own decisions. Do your own due diligence. Mind the projects that pay you. Right? You want to make sure that we're taking responsibility for these things. I jumped in. I wouldn't blame the person who invited me, the person who sponsored me. I wouldn't blame anybody else. I got into this platform knowing that this is a very high risk space. And I was taking the information that I had, and I said, I'm going to use that information to make a decision on how I want to participate in this space. That's what all of us are doing. Now, some of us have been in Quopi for months. We've made a lot of money. Had somebody in my group say that they started with 2K and was able to pull out 10K. That's an absolutely phenomenal testimony, right? That's a phenomenal success story. There's other people I saw that said they came in with a little, they left with a lot, right? Just different things. People would hit me up. They said, hey, Anthony, I'm not mad if this is the end of Quopi. It was a good run. And I want to say for myself, it was a good run, right? But I know there are some people who didn't take out any profit maybe, or they just compounded to whenever, or there are some people who have been in only a short period of time. And there's always some people who lose. You guys know that we never want anybody to lose, even though it's a part of what we do, right? I want to tell you guys, that's why we say don't put in any more than what we call risk capital into these things. Here's another thing I put in my group this morning. I said, do not fall in love with these platforms, right? I don't want you to fall in love with them. You may love what they provide, but please do not fall in love with these platforms, because in my Chris Brown voice, these platforms ain't loyal, right? I want you guys to get that. They ain't loyal. They'll break your heart every single time. You want to make sure that you stay in control and you do things the way that you're supposed to do. Follow the guidelines if you can. That's the best way that you will be successful in this space. All right. I want to keep you updated with all the things that I see from Quopi. If anything happens, whatever I see that's going on, if this does come back, I'll be glad. We had a great run with Quopi, right? If it doesn't come back, we're going to move on. I'm going to bring in some new stuff to the channel. Look, guys, I get introduced to a ton of stuff every day. I'm in a lot of stuff, and I don't promote everything, right? But there's some other things I'm going to bring to the table because people have already been hitting me up and saying, Anthony, what's the next play? What's the next move? Where are we going now? What are we going to do? And I'm going to give you guys some options, some different things that you can look at. As always, that's your choice if you decide that you want to participate. If not, then just, you can just move around it and do whatever's best for you. Also, guys, don't forget, we got some great opportunities for you to learn how to trade. If you want to learn how to trade, there's some opportunities. Economy is out there, which will teach you how to trade. You can trade in the Forex, the crypto market, and the stock market, different things like that if you want to do this on your own. If you still want to play in the high risk space, that's perfectly fine. We're going to put some stuff out there that you can actually participate with, right? But that's my 2 cents, and I'm sticking to it. That's my story, guys. I'm going to keep bringing you guys exactly what I know to help in this space as much as I can. That's always been my mission, right? And you know what we're going to do, guys. As I say it every video, we're going to invest wisely. We're going to invest well. We will only invest what we're willing to lose, but we're investing for the opportunity to win. Until the next video, I hope you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day, and I am out. Peace.